Ashe, peace family, Kanja Queen here, and we are gonna get into, let me mute this. Alrighty, so we are live right now, and it's late. It's 12:40 a.m. where I'm at Central Time. It's witching hour, and you know, this is a really powerful time to do spell work, to do magic, to do your conjurations. So I have my ingredients here next to me, beside me, and we have the little green screen thing going on in the background, but it shouldn't really interfere too much with you guys being able to see the work that I'm doing. So what I'm going to do, because there's a little delay with the, you know, with the output, from what you guys see and what's actually what I'm saying. It's probably like a 5-10 second delay, really weird. But what's going to happen is I'm going to show you guys step by step what I'm doing. Also, I'm not going to show you guys the little girl's pictures, obviously, for, you know, their own privacy reasons. But if you guys already seen, I told you guys that there's been some issues and stuff like that going on, you know, with my neighbor's daughter. So the reason why I'm doing this spell today is to pretty much protect her, but also to keep these troublesome little girls away from her, to protect her from their wicked ways, and to make sure that they are not able to do any harm to her ever again. Now, I did do some divination prior to performing this spell just to get confirmation from spirit. And pretty much the cards and spirit pretty much gave me the go and told me exactly what's going to happen after doing this ritual. So I will just let you guys know that there's tons of ways to do bindings. There's tons of ways to do banishing rituals. So this, what I'm about to do is kind of like a banishing, a binding, and a repelling spell with the ingredients that I'm going to be using today. It's very simple. These things you can either get from a grocery store, or from your local market. Okay. I'm a little tired right now, so bear with me. I had a long freaking day, but I'm a woman of my word, and we are going to do this spell. Okay. So we have 16 people up in the building. What's up to the Divine Royalty family? And also, guys, just remember that this is a private video. This is for private Divine Royalty members only. So please do not share this link. Please do not share this on your page. Please do not share this with anybody. Okay. So let's just keep this in the family. All right, so I have my pictures. I'm gonna just go ahead and etch this down. I was just giving some people some time to come up in here. How y'all doing tonight? Let me see if I can open this up. Do you guys hear me good? Everything's good before I get started? Let me know if I'm okay in here. Let me see. I'll go to the chat. Okay, everybody said it's all good. All right, cool. So I'm going to leave this video up too for you guys to watch at a later time in case you want to go back, review it, watch it again, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so let's get to it. Alrighty then. So I'm going to go ahead and etch this down a little bit. So let me make this screen bigger. And then I'm going to answer questions and things like that if you guys need to ask me any questions after the ritual is done. So we're going to make this really short and sweet. So I'm going to etch this down. So it's a little delay with the screen. So let's see. All right. So weird. All right. All right. So what you guys see here is I have my bowl, right? This is the little bowl that I'm going to be using to put my ingredients in. And I have my pictures on the side, which I have turned over. Now you can write, like, let's say for instance, you have your enemy, right? You can have a picture of your enemy. Nowadays we have cell phones, so we can easily just snap a quick picture of them, like whether they work in an office with you, whether they're your neighbor, you know, whether it's somebody you know, in-laws, whatever. You feel me? These are people, you only doing this spell to keep people away from you so that they don't bother you, they don't speak nasty on your name, like they don't come anywhere near you. This is the reason why we're doing this spell today, right? To repel and to banish and to move away. All right. So I have the pictures of the girls that's bothering my little baby. They're right here. You have your pictures on the side. And we're going to be using ingredients, very simple ingredients. So what you're going to need is crushed red pepper. If you guys can see, hold on. Like I said, it's a little delay. You guys can see that? All right, you can see that. Crushed red pepper flakes. I'm going to be using some pine needles. So I got this little pine smudge stick that I got. So I'm just going to like rip some of these little pine needles off because we're going to use some pine needles in this bad boy. And also we're going to be using ammonia. Okay. So ammonia, you can get this from 99-cent store, grocery store. You can get ammonia anywhere. It doesn't matter what brand of ammonia. Ammonia is ammonia. You feel me? All right. And also I'm going to be using some pens. Little pens, because I'm going to be penetrating the photos, right? So we have all of our ingredients here. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you're really sensitive to aromas and stuff, some people have a really sensitivity with smells. You could wear a mask, you know, over your face, like the little mask at the nail salon, the nail technicians wear, so you don't have to breathe in these fumes. Usually it doesn't really bother me, so it should just be fine, you know, and it really depends. So let's go on ahead, and if the fumes is too much for you, you can always add some water to it. So far, so good? All right, cool. So let's get started. Now, this is the thing. First thing that we're gonna wanna do is we are going to make our solution, right? So I'm gonna pour my ammonia into the bowl. The reason why I have a plastic bowl, I got one of these little plastic Tupperware bowls from the Chinese restaurant. So you can just save those and use those for your spells, because if you use glass, it's gonna break in the freezer, right? You know, glass and the freezer don't really work out well all the time. So I'm going to use plastic, a little Tupperware thing, and I'm going to go ahead and pour the ammonia in there. So that's what I'm doing now. Now you don't have to fill it all the way up. That to the side. Let me move this back. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and add some of the flakes, cayenne pepper flakes. Hey, Spinksy. To the mix. Put a nice little generous amount. Okay, now I'm going to add some of these pine needles. Now I'm going to tell you why we're using these ingredients. A lot of spell workers don't tell you why, right? So what happens when you smell ammonia? You jump back, right? Because it's so strong. So that's the reaction that we want to make these girls get when they looking at my little baby, or when your enemies, you know, when they see you, you want them to jump back. You don't want them to come to you. You want them to be repelled. You want them to go away, right? So that's what we doing. We want them to back off, get the fuck away from us. So I'm taking some of these pine needles. Now pine is really good to burn as an incense. People know about sage, but pine is really powerful to burn to get rid of negative energies, to remove bad spirits and stuff like that. And this is also one of the freebies I'm going to give y'all, but this is also something in the ancestral veneration workshop that you can burn to remove trickster spirits or meddlesome ancestral spirits that are bothering you. So I'm just adding these little pine needles. I think I'm gonna add just a few more, because pine is strong. You don't need that many pine needles, but I'm just like, you know, I'm making sure the job gets done. You feel me? So you could burn pine. Pine is actually good for also reversal work. Bathing in pine needles is good to add to your baths when you want to repel wickedness, repel juju, repel like send back to whoever. Right. So ammonia is also good to repel and send back for banishing as well. We put ammonia in our floor washes to remove negative energy. So the whole intention is to remove these negative girls or these bullies away from us. If you have children and they got bullies, you can use this on those bullies too. Get the bullies' names, get the bullies' pictures or whatever, put them in here, face down. Now we're going to get to the next step. So you have your pictures of your bullies, right? And what you're going to do is get your pens. Y'all see this mixture, right? All right, I'm not able to look in the chat room right now, but getting my pens out on the side. Y'all should be fine though. Pens, needles. I like to use pens because they just kind of, you know, go right into it. So you're going to get out 3 per person. And I'm going to tell you why you need 3. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you why you need the flakes, the red pepper. Red pepper represents fire. Fire represents the warrior spirit, Ogun, or, you know, Mars, or whatever type of warrior spirit you want to call upon to protect your child, to, you know, destroy your enemies, to repel your enemies, whatever. Bullies. Red pepper is also good for banishing work. Red pepper is also good for destruction, as far as like to break the person down. Now, like I said, I'm not doing any harm to these kids, but the red pepper is also going to bring speed, fast results. Remember, fire get things moving, right? Mobility. So you're going to get 3 pens per person. Now I have 3 little girls here, so I have 9 pens. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 pens. The reason you have 3 pens per person is because, and I can't show y'all the kid's face, but I'm facing it this way. You're going to stick the pen in there, like 1 pen and 1 pen per eye. So that's 2 pens. Stick the pens in the eye and 1 in the mouth. The reason why we sticking the pens in the eyes is because we're literally poking the eye out, saying, you will no longer cast any dirty looks towards me or this person, right? So we putting the pen in their eye. So that's what I'm doing now. You will no longer look at Kathy wrong. You will no longer look at her in any evil way. You will not cast any evil eye. You will not even be able to look her way. When you see her coming your way, you will put your head down. You will not look anywhere near her. Now you're going to put the pen in their mouth so that they cannot speak any evil about you either. I put this pen upon your mouth so that you will not be able to speak any harm, say anything evil to her. You will keep your mouth shut. You will put your head down. You will walk away from her. You will put your head down, walk away, and stay far away from her. You cannot touch her. You cannot look at her. You cannot see her. You will be far away from her. Ashe, so would it be. And now what you do is you put their face down into the mixture. Face down, boom. Okay, that's one. Now I'm doing another one. You feel me? You just keep going. And you can say whatever prayer you want to say, like I said. And, you know, just I would say be very careful with how much anger you put in this, because remember, anger is an emotion and energy is, emotions is energy and motion. If you put a lot of anger, you got to be careful of putting too much anger into this. The more anger you put into this, the more harsher the effect will be, because these are children. I had to kind of calm myself down before doing this because I don't want any serious harm to come to them. At the end of the day, you feel me? I have a heart. Some people don't, but I do. I just want them to stay the fuck away from her and to just go about their business. You feel me? So when we are spiritual warriors, we are here to protect those who are not able to protect themselves. And that's what I'm stepping up doing. And this is why you guys are watching this video today, so you can protect your loved ones, your friends, your family, and yourself from bullies and enemies. Now, carrying on, we're going to go to the next one. Putting the pins in the eye. Okay. So 1 pin per eye, poking the eye out. You will not be able to see Kathy. You will not be able to look her way. You will not cast any evil eye or any dirty stares. You will not see her. You will not look her way. You will put your head down whenever you see her, and you will go the other way. I place this pen upon your mouth so that you will shut the fuck up, and you will not speak any ill on her name. You will not speak about her. You will not speak to her. You will not even be able to see her. If you see her coming, you will walk away. You will run the other direction and stay far away from her. You will not be able to come in the same room, the same vicinity, the same bus, nothing near her. I will it so it shall be. Next, now this is the little girl that is the real ringleader. She's about to get it. Ooh. Oh yeah, baby, you getting it. Okay. You little nasty little girl. I poke your eye out with these pens. You will not be able to look anywhere near Kathy. You will not be able to talk to her about her friends or to her. You will come nowhere near her. You will not be able to see her. You will not even think about her. Anytime you think any evil thoughts, speak any evil thoughts, or even look nasty her way, okay? You will not be able to, Ashe. I place these pens upon your eye to seal your eyes so you will not speak any bad about her, see her in any way. I put this pen in your mouth to shut your mouth so you will not speak any ill. You will not gossip about her. You will not say anything bad to her. Your mouth is sealed shut. You will not be able to spread any lies upon your little comrades, and you will be shut down. Ashe. You will not be able to see Kathy. You will not come anywhere near her. You will not be able to touch her. You will not be able to see her. You will not be able to speak any ill upon her name. I will it so shall it be. It's already done. Now, we got all of them in this ammonia mix. Look at that. And now, they going in the freezer, baby. They going in the freezer. So I seal this. Spell is done. So you could put your hands over it. You feel me? I'm sealing it now. This shit is strong. I smell it. It burned my eye. With the power invested in me by the power of fire, water, air, and earth, north, south, east, and west. Great Spirit of protection, the warrior spirits, we call upon you, O Great Spirit, to defend those who are not able to defend themselves, to fight against those who cannot fight, to strengthen those who are weak and weaken those who defeat or try to stomp upon the weak ones who do not even mean them any harm. Great Spirit, we call upon you to write justice upon those who are wrongdoers and to help those who need help. Ashe, strengthen those who need your strength, Great Spirit, and we ask that you weaken those who abuse their power, weaken those who use their power unjustly, weaken those and destroy our enemies, make them weak, Ashe, so that they will not be able to come upon us, to harm us, to come anywhere near us. Protect Kathy and keep our enemies far away from them. Saint Alejo, keep our enemies far away from us, where they not be able to see us. They not be able to come anywhere near us. Protect us and cover Kathy so that her enemies will leave her alone. Ashe, so more to be. Make these wicked girls stay far away from her, Spirit, by any means. I will it so shall it be. Ashe, Ashe, Dua, Aho, Amen Ra. Okay, so that is done. Now, the next step and the last step that you got to do is just pretty much put them in the freezer, baby, and you done. And you done. So let's get to these questions. That's pretty much the spell. Like I said, it's simple. It doesn't take long. You feel me? You could say your prayer. You could say your intentions. If you want to use some seals, Solomon seals, if you want to put extra ingredients in there, do what you want to do, whatever works for you. This is just a really simple spell that's very powerful. I always say sometimes less is more. When you do less stuff, you get more powerful results. That's what I've learned from experience. You don't need 10,000 ingredients, 10,000, different methods. Sometimes the least you do is the strongest things. Now, let's get to some of these questions. Let me open up this, hold on, why is it show all? What the freak? Why am I not able to see this whole screen? This thing is weird. Hold on, guys. Let me try to live chat. Okay, let's get to these questions. Let me see. Okay, guys. Now, can you use ghost pepper? Oh, Queen Soleil. Whoa, ghost pepper is hot as fuck. Yes, you can use ghost pepper. But like I said, remember that it depends on your enemy, the strength of the spell. Like I said, these are children that I'm doing this on. So this is not to hurt them, to kill them. This is just to pretty much like make them leave her alone, to keep them away from her. So what's going to happen is 9 times out of 10, they're going to get expelled, or they're going to be put into another school, or something's going to happen where they're not even able to take the same bus as her anymore, or go like be in the same vicinity as her anymore. Something's going to happen where these kids will not come anywhere near her ever again. Like, I make sure of that. So yeah. Now let's see. That was a great question. As long as it's frozen, the spell will be active. Yes, the War Witch. Yes. And you could throw this out whenever, you feel me? Just put it in the back of your freezer and leave it alone. How do I get rid of my upstairs neighbor? I mean, you want to do a hot foot spell? That's different though. I need 7 La Bruja. I need to get rid of a few neighbor spells too. Y'all funny. You're trying to get rid of y'all neighbors. You have to keep it frozen, I believe. It's a bonding spell. Yeah, you could keep it frozen. But you know, once the spell is done, it's done. Meaning, like, you know, if your enemy end up moving or relocating to a whole another location, then you can just, like, you know, dispose of it, throw it out. You know, you could either bury it, you could throw it in a dumpster, you could throw it in running water. Like, at the end of the day, when the spell is done, it's done. You feel me? That's the whole point of spells. Get it over with, and that's it. What can, let me see. It says, what can you do to substitute if you don't have pictures? Use names, date of births, items that they have, something that they touched, a pen, a business card. You feel me? Nowadays, social media, you got a person's name, you could just find their Facebook or Instagram. That's why I hate social media. There's no privacy, really. AB Wife for Life says, can this be done to calm coworkers who are after you because you trouble? This is not meant to calm people down. This is when you try to do a sweep. This is when you try to be calm. This is when you tried everything else and all of that nice stuff don't work. So if you want to do a sweet jar on your coworkers, you can do that. This is not to sweeten up people. This is to make people leave you the fuck alone. This is when this is like the last resort when it's like, all right, you tried everything else and they're still bothering you. Now it's time to make them leave you alone. Ammonia, I was going to use acetone, nail polish remover, which is strong too, but I'm like, something was like, no, use ammonia. So I think ammonia is what we're doing. Because it makes you jump back. When you smell ammonia, your face, you jump back like, whoa, like that's what it makes them do. It makes them kind of like back off of you, repel from you. If they see you coming down the hallway, like something's going to make them like go away from you. Like they don't know why, but they might feel nervous. They might feel like, you know, they got to go in another room. They might start feeling uncomfortable around you or awkward. It's the spirit riding the ass. You feel me? Ra 11 says, write as much as their name you know. Yes, Ra. Crystal Malika says, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. It's so interesting to hear and see how others like yourself do spells and bindings. Ashe. And shout out to everybody in the chat room right now who's giving like tips and stuff on how they bind their enemies and stuff like that. Like, you know, sharing is caring. Can enemies known and unknown be placed in a petition without specific names or pics? Yes, you could do that. You could do that for enemies known and unknown. I appreciate you sharing. No problem, Route 11. No problem, successful. LJB. Molly Mercado says that's some Death Note shit. I like more content like this. Okay, Seven La Bruja, I could do that. Y'all like this stuff like this? I could add more. Ammonia is good for reversing situations as well. Yes, War Witch, it really is. Ammonia is good for reversal work. Ammonia is good for repelling. Also, using your morning urine instead of ammonia is more powerful because it has your essence in it. What's an alternative for pine needles? You could look up, you can get like herb books, you know, encyclopedia of magical herbs or whatever, and try to find like reversible, there's tons of different herbs. Just check into it. But this specific ritual, I use pine needles because spirit told me to. Before you do spell work, always do divination. Talk to your spirit guides. Ask them, spirit, what what ingredients should I use for this? Or, should I even be doing this spell anyway? Is it even worth it? What's the best method for me to, get rid of my enemies? Because you may not need to do an ammonia spell. Sometimes you might just need to sweeten them up. Sometimes you might actually need to move out yourself. Feel me? One time I did a hot foot spell when I was working at this company that was really racist. And, I was trying to get rid of certain people, but it was so many people that was racist. Spirit just ended up moving my ass out of there into a better position. So I ended up getting a raise, a promotion, and going to a whole different location. So you see how that works out? They didn't move. They still stayed there. And that whole site ended up getting shut down anyway, because they was doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff there. Okay. And yeah, so magic works in mysterious ways. Sometimes things don't work out like we want it to, but it still works out for the best. Now, you're welcome, Molly Mercado. Thanks for the gems, no problem. Quetranisha says, is the Facebook page still up? Boo-boo. The Divine Royalty Facebook page has been officially taken down, and that's why we're doing this now, because Facebook was breaching people's privacy. Facebook is Facebook is just not safe. Like it was just a lot of weird stuff going on. Facebook finds ways to have these secret little agents that's able to get into your group, even though you don't even add them. It was some weird stuff happening. That's why I had to just I deleted my Facebook account. I don't even have a Facebook account anymore. I deleted it. I don't play with that. My privacy is important to me, and I want to protect your privacy too. Okay, yes, we need more attraction and protection rituals. Okay, I'll work on that, guys. Okay. What can you do if an ex-family member through marriage is abusing children by refusing to feed them? Call the police, social services. There's practical ways to handle these things, guys, before you resort to magic. Sometimes you need to get the police or the courts involved if children are being abused. You feel me? Star Jill says, yes, the hot mess ass neighbor is sulfur okay to use in a hot foot powder? Yes, it is. Can you do a video on hot foot powder? I know there's different kinds. I just want them to move no harm to them. Yeah, I can. That's cool. I'm probably going to do a poll thing asking you guys what type of spells do you want to see in the private Divine Royalty YouTube videos. Brazilian Bad and Bruja, Papa Jim's Herbal Book. Okay, that's a good one. Will this work on people who are doing work on you? Of course. Why not? Ammonia reverses it. It'll send it back to them. Seven-Eye Bruja. If I did get away from me spelling, use morning urine and gone in less than a week. See, exactly. Seven-Eye Bruja. You know what I'm talking about, right? That morning urine is very powerful. You can use that to protect your house. You can use that to get rid of enemies. You can use that to sour somebody's life. Morning urine is the shit. That's an old Southern trick. People don't know about that. See, people that's all love and light and into that pretty stuff, they be like, ew, urine, that's disgusting. But phew, that's what our great grandparents and stuff was using, them old conjure woman, the old root bushman. Yeah. The War Witch. Can you go back to the regular YouTube live because it was hard to see the spell with this background? Okay, I can. I'll do that next time. Like I said, I'm trying something. If you guys wasn't able to see it, I'll take this background off. Okay. Have you ever did it in tranquil working? No, I haven't. I thought about it, but I haven't done that. Working with that in tranquil spirit is not something that you should take lightly because long story short, there's a lot of things that go with that. You feel me? Like sometimes in tranquil spirit it ends up fucking with you if you don't do things properly. I was looking for you today. Oh yeah? We are trying the legal route. It is just slow. Say expedite. Use Say expedite to speed it up. Smart, I shut down IG and Facebook. Thank you. You're welcome. I locked in on, my pleasure. I locked in on the first video, went and watched all the videos from the beginning, only a few I didn't watch. I know about you and my grandmother from the South. Yep. Adding urine to your Florida water, very powerful. Urine is excellent for domination work. It is. Yep, and period blood and semen. The backdrop is pretty, but messing it up a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much for this video. Been dealing with one of my kids getting bullied. Okay. So, all right, look, next time when we do this, I'm going to take the background off. Okay, guys? I'm going to take the background off next time when we do a spell thingy so you guys can actually see what's going on. Because once you start the live, you're not able to fix the background. It's so weird. Like I said, Zoom is a little bit weird, but I'm learning how to use it and stuff like that. But yeah, next time I won't I'll just use the regular live so you guys can see better. Cool? Chanel Ford, I got you with the necromancy, guys. I didn't forget. I'm still going to be dropping some gems on necromancy. I already dropped. I told y'all a few jewels about burning like the yerba mate tea or whatever like that for the trickster spirits and stuff like that, right? Using the yerba mate tea is also really good for when you're trying to get into necromancy. Necromancy is powerful, exactly, the World Witch. So you got to be careful. That's the reason why I haven't just openly done it. And that's the reason why I'm not making that public. Some things that's for y'all is for y'all. I don't do everything public for reasons, because there's just random people, you know, little ass kids on YouTube, they find this stuff and they want to start using it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, some things just can't be public. I got to be really responsible for what I put out. You put what they said, eyes and mouth. Huh? If we use names, where do we stick the pens? If you use names, where do you stick the pens? Well, I would say if you're gonna use names, I would draw a picture of the person. Like, you can even draw it, like put faces, like, you know what I'm saying? Do a little freaking face. It don't gotta be the best drawing, but when you do your spell work, let me tell you something. One thing that I do is I step into my childlike mind. Because when you do your spell work, try to get into your primitive mindset like a child. You feel me? Like, you start drawing and you using your imagination. You're accessing the imaginative part of your brain, your mind. And that's what makes your spells powerful. That's why you got to get into a certain trance-like state, tapping into that subconscious childlike mind. The primitive mind is so ancient. So that's why it only understands symbolism. That's why we use symbols in magic, because we're talking to our primitive mind that only understands signs, colors, symbols before we even had language. That's the ancient mind we're talking to. You feel me? So draw a picture with eyes and mouth and say, this is Mary Jane, or this is Jane Doe, or this is John Doe. And you put the pins in there. The eyes is to poke out their eyes so they can't see you. They won't look at you, cast evil eye, nothing like that. And the mouth, you know, put in their mouth to shut them the fuck up. They can speak about you. They can't gossip about you. They can't even talk to you. Like, even if they try to open their mouth, they're going to start coughing and some shit. You feel me? You go to work, be like, yo, what the fuck? This bitch coughing like she got a fucking like hairball. Like, what the fuck going on? And you know exactly what's going on. You can be creative with your magic, y'all. Draw a face. Exactly, the War Witch. Draw a face. It's all about being creative. Step into your childlike mind. Be a child when you're doing your magic. Is 111? Oh, yeah, it is. Crap. Poppets. Using poppets, yes. Amber Miller says, is there a space in the ancestor veneration? The crazy thing is, there was a space earlier today because somebody had accidentally booked twice. So it was 2 spots they was taking up, but then it opened up and somebody filled it up. So it's not. But for the next class, I'm really going to try to like find a way to either make more people, like open for more people, but Zoom, the webinar only allows like a certain amount of people. It's really weird. But any other questions before I go, guys? Because we've been in here for how long now? 34 minutes, something. So I'm answering a few more questions before I go because I am buku tired. You trying to levitate? Oh, that's a whole nother segment. that's possible, but certain things you can't teach on YouTube. You end up getting your channel deleted. There was a video that I wanted to post on telekinesis, and I never said this to nobody, but there was a video that I was talking about, like to activate your telekinesis powers to move things with your mind, and the video just never posted. They would not let me post the video. It was processed and everything, but it would not go through. YouTube won't let me post it, and it just deleted. So I just stopped trying. I took that as a sign. Are you going to be talking to your ancestors live during the class? There will be some channeling, I know that. Well, not just now. I'm new to being a member though. Welcome to the new members. And welcome to the veterans. I see y'all got the little teal looking logo sign. Do you have any tips to get good grades with studying spells? Well, if you're studying already, you know what I'm saying? A really good way to increase your memory is drinking ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo and ginseng is good for your memory. Working with St. Expedite helps you. Working with Jehudi. Get Encyclopedia of Spirits. I keep telling you guys, y'all got to do the homework that I give y'all. I don't just be saying this for my health. I be saying this to give y'all these jewels. I look mad tired. Let me go to sleep. Yeah, rosemary's good too. Rosemary oil. All right. So look, you said it's crazy. Me and Khadijah are doing a Zoom class tomorrow. I couldn't attend your ancestor class. Oh, she is? That's crazy. I didn't know she was having a class. That's cool. What her class is gonna be on? Her and Brother Panic? I didn't know Brother Panic was having a class tomorrow. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, I didn't know she was having a class. Well, thank you, Mega Misa, for letting me know. That's cool though. I guess they wasn't really promoting it like that, because usually I'll be hearing when they I respect Brother Panic and Khadijah's work. I do. Yes, Kelly, and the ancestor class, I'm gonna make it accessible like my old classes are. So you guys could probably tune into it later. But look, let me go. I'm about to pass out right here. Let me put this thing in the freezer. I hope that this was able to help you guys, for those people who watch this after the live is posted, just drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know if you did try this, if you see any results. And if you have any questions, drop them down as well. And remember, let's keep this in the family. Do not share this link, family. But and if you have any other suggestions of other spells or rituals that you would like me to perform, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Have a good night. I'm so tired right now. I just need to drink some tea and relax. Remember, spell work makes me tired. That's how you know it works. Like, and this is just a demonstration. So I'm probably going to just do a few more prayers over this after I'm done and put this in the freezer. All right, and I'm gonna keep y'all posted too and let y'all know what happens with those little badass girls that been fucking with my baby, because I don't play that fucking shit. I don't play with mine. Anyway, good night, y'all. Until next time, Conjure Queen signing out.